I look like I've been in a fight. So, happy Halloween, everyone. Ash tomorrow. Or is it? Look, you've come all this way, you paid the entry fee. Who cares if it's fucking Christmas or not? Or what are we talking about, Halloween? That one. Who cares? I'm gonna go ahead and stop chewing gum as well because looks really cool if you're like a supervillain in a movie. But I, and this will surprise you, I'm an 18-year-old boy sitting in my bedroom talking to himself. So we're not quite there yet. So first up, how's your Halloween going? Mine is going swimmingly. Let's not beat around the bush. I have learned something important about makeup this year. So I've been told, or have now learned firsthand, you might not wash it off before you go to bed. It just looks like I've been punched, or more true to character, tripped over a dog. Because boy, are there a lot of those in my life these days. We've discovered, get this, you can dog sit with an app. And the dogs come to you and you look after them and you get money for it. The year is 2017. Most government administrations around the world are hell-bent on destroying this planet, but you can get dogs brought to your door and be paid for that. And to think people say the world's falling apart. So now that we've gone around the circle, everyone's introduced themselves, we're all comfortable with each other, let's have a little chit chat. A little talk. Oh wait, I'm the speaker, fuck. As I'm sure is true for 100% of us, I wish I could go back to bed. Oh, I work for myself, I could. That hard reset. Hello, my name's Ewan, and let's get on with the video. So, I hate October, and November, and December, January, February, and possibly a bit of March as well. But why? Well, here's the thing, I don't, not on an individual basis at least. I just hate the concept of winter as a whole. For one pure and simple reason. No one, all fingers pointed at me especially, gets anything done. It's so long, nothing. So I regard myself as a pretty creative person. I know, right? I don't know why I said I know, right? That's literally all I do. That's my thing. What am I? And as a creative person, I like doing creative things. I love summer because it's warm and the days are long and everyone just wants to get out and do stuff and make things and have a good time. And that's such an amazingly fulfilling time of year. On the flip side, winter is cold. Winter is dark. The sun doesn't come out much at winter. Sometimes it rains, and then that rain turns into ice, and ice falls from the sky. It just ices. It rains ice. Boy, if only we'd come up for a word for that. But what does that have to do with you? Well, I consider myself to be a pretty lazy person, or maybe just I procrastinate a lot. I think I'm probably being quite harsh, and I don't really have a benchmark to base that on, but I just catch myself not doing things a lot of the time, and I don't know how bad it is, but it really, really bugs me. I just find that I always need a kick to get started on things and to want to make stuff, but I just stop very easily. If I don't have someone to say, no, don't keep, you've been doing it for 30 seconds, keep going, then I just like, who's in charge here? Oh wait, it's me, it's this guy, and what does this guy want to do? He wants to go and buy some avocados, make some toast, and complain about how he can't get on the property ladder. I'm not even a millennial, I don't think. But boy, can I try. In summer, because I'm surrounded by more people wanting to do more stuff and just get out more and make more things, I always have a little push to just get the fuck back on my horse and ride it all the way down to Creator Town. And then big bad ice rain winter rolls around. And it sucks because I'm really bad at doing things when no one's making me do things. I just stop for like 4 months, maybe 5, maybe 6. I'm very self-critical about it. Can you tell I'm making a video on it? But I do hate the long, cold, dark nights where I'm stuck in here and it's like, well, I've got a great idea for that video. No way, a Vine compilation. I love those too. Perhaps the internal justification for it is that I like Vine compilations and I like making these as well. And because I like both those things, what harm is it if I only ever do the Vine compilation one and just completely look, I'm just like, bye-bye. And that's really, really bad because, well, one of them's not my job. And so the crux of this, what are you gonna do differently? This winter, for the first time ever, I'm gonna make a really, really concentrated and active effort to be doing more things. And not just more of what I already do. I wanna rekindle some old hobbies and just like try and learn some new ones. You know? Firstly, I am finally teaching myself to play guitar. I am exceptionally bad right now, but I've always really, really liked the idea of being able to play a musical instrument, and bar like the 2 years of music that I did in school, that's it. I can play Glockenspiel or Bad Romance on the keyboard. And I felt like branching out a bit. Music's something I've always been really, really interested in, but I've never put it into practice. I've never sat down and been like, I want to learn not just how to play an instrument, but just about music. I'm just surrounded by so many amazingly creative people in so many different fields of art, and I just want to be them. Who needs friends when you can be all of them rolled into one, you know? All I'm saying is stay tuned for my Wonderwall cover coming late 2018. It's gonna be really good, just you wait. Shout out to Oasis, always in our hearts. Number 2, I used to love art in school, like specifically painting and line drawing, and I did art every year in school, right up till the end, because I loved it. And also you can do it with fucking anything. You don't need like musical instruments, you don't need like a camera and a whole crew. You can just get some paint or a pen and just make some really cool stuff. Now I know you shouldn't really start art by saying I'm going to make art, just you wait, but I do think that if I go and buy myself some new paint and a new set of pens, I can start making some really cool stuff. And I think as soon as I'm back into it, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I forgot how much I like drawing. And thirdly, I really, really wanna make more of these. I don't make enough videos. Not that there's a set quota of videos that I need to be making, it's always about if I wanna make them, but I'm aware that I have so many other things that I could be making and coming up with, and I have so many ideas for cool projects that I just kind of shelve perpetually. And it's bad. I've got 2 pretty big projects in the go at the moment. I got my web show, The Internet Explorers, which I love making, but boy does that take a long time. And I've also got my new movie, which bangarang, it is gonna take forever to finish, but it's looking really, really cool. So, you know, it's got that. What I'm talking about is more of this. And so here's my big, bold idea. What if I made a video every second day next month, which is November, to try and get myself to make more stuff? How bad does that sound? I mean, not bad for you. 15 videos sounds sick, unless you hate me, which is a distinct possibility. But if you don't, 15 videos sounds sick. I say bad for me because that is gonna ruin me for a whole month of my life. That will take up all of my time, but at the same time, really, really good, because not only do taking on like high pressure, crazy projects like this help you break out of any level of creative block you have, it will also be a really, really good way for me to kick off my winter and to just not feel like I'm doing nothing at all. What is this? It's like, I'll be making another video talking about this all in more detail very shortly, because November is really, really close. But as a concept, what we think? What is that? Yeah? Please let me know. Or block me. Cool. Boy, has it got dark. So thanks for listening to me ramble about being a bit lazy for, well, I don't know how long this is gonna. I imagine it was quite a while. I like to think the takeaway from this is that if you can relate to this in any way, the concept of doing fuck all in winter, then maybe me trying out all this new stuff and just trying to really push myself to be something a bit more than nothing. Maybe you'll try out some new stuff too. Have a good rest of Halloween. Try and not get too scared. But remember, no matter how freaky things get, nothing is more terrifying than the day that you realise that the phrase mortgage repayments is in your vocabulary. Because boy is that still to come. The rest of life is going to be one long, long roller coaster that only goes down.